everybody, and welcome back to your favorite movie review podcast, Is It BIGS? That's right. Every week we watch a movie and determine whether or not the movie is BIGS. I'm your host, BIGS, joined as always by BIGS. BIGS, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, BIGS. How are you, BIGS?
I'm feeling big. No, actually, I should have said I'm feeling small. That would have been... Hey, BIGS, we got some comments on last week's episode. You want to hear some of these? We talked about a lot of stuff last week. One thing was... We're talking about what will be on the next Wheel of Cursed Meals, and there are 4 slots still open, and you asked the audience to give you some suggestions, and they delivered. You want to hear some of these?
Sure.
First of all, this isn't a suggestion, this is a warning, a fatal warning. I said we should drink a full bottle of ZZZ-Quil, and some people in the comments had some thoughts on that.
You don't say.
Truca Rishil says ZZZ-Quil contains diphenhydramine. Do you know what the abbreviation for that would be?
No idea.
Probably like DH some. I don't fucking care. Which is a deliriant. So if you have a high enough dose, you'll start having very intense, probably terrifying hallucinations. I don't know what else it contains, so there might be other.
So we should have 2 bottles.
Here's the thing. I guess this guy is trying to convince us not to do it, but when you tell me that we'll have terrifying hallucinations from drinking this, that makes me want to put it on the wheel even more.
Just imagine spinning on round 1 and getting that, and having to go through the rest of the video.
Spend the rest of the entire day trying, 1, not to pass out, and 2, you're going to start being... It's a delirium. You're going to go delirious and shit. And you're going to see, like, ghosts flying around.
It's going to be like sleep paralysis, but you're, like, awake.
And the problem is, we don't have any friends. We have no cameraman. So the guy passing out has to be in control of the camera for half of the video. I'm going to go into the editing bay, and it's just going to be like the audio's going to be off, and it's going to be like filming the floor the whole time.
This is like on you for a few minutes, and it just slowly drifts down to the floor.
Yeah. If there's a 99.999% chance that it's still going on the wheel, but if it's truly as dangerous and crazy as this comment is leading me to believe, I feel like it could be its own entirely separate video, if not just a human experiment I perform on myself, not even for a video, just for fun. I am insanely curious to try this, an overdose of delirium. That sounds amazing.
Well, didn't you say sometimes when you get real tired, you'll just chug whatever amount out of the bottle you don't even like?
I mean, it's probably like 2 or 3 doses maximum, because it's not like it's the most... Oh my god, there's some old lady just fucking chilling outside my window staring at my yard. What the fuck?
She's looking to see if you raked yet.
She's gonna be real disappointed. Bitch, get the fuck away from my yard. It looks like she's staring at your car's license plate. I think she's gonna report you.
Good.
Bitch, we can see you. What is she doing? She has like a scowl on her face, like she's disappointed about something in my yard. Bitch,
all these homosexuals moving into my neighborhood.
Speaking of homosexuals, Space Jew commented, "When did I subscribe to a channel about the daily life of a gay couple?" I guess us going on 10-minute rants about how much we love playing with our cat, probably.
Hey, that was like the most wholesome part of last week.
Is this just like a gay lifestyle podcast now where 2 gay guys talk about what they did that week?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So when are we going to do the anal sex tutorial podcast?
I might be gone that week. You could do it though. You could like...
My cum is going to be gone up inside your asshole.
That's just too far.
Yeah, you're going to say it's too far, but all 8 inches of my girth are up inside that dick sleeve you got back there.
I didn't realize we were multiplying everything by 2 today.
By 8. Oh. Okay, here's some actual suggestions. Neferpico says, a cactus. I think I'm going to veto that one. That sounds kind of dumb.
Why not?
Here's one that I like. Non-toxic crayon. First of all, do you say crayon or crown or color? What do you say to refer to a Crayola crayon?
Crayon.
Crayon. A lot of people pronounce it weird and different, and crayon just sounds wrong to me.
Why?
Because when I was a little...
Does it sound a little cray-cray?
When I was in elementary school, I just called it a color. Like, hey, pass me the blue color. Pass me a color.
What?
Yeah, because they're colors.
It's a crayon.
Yeah, but that's a weird thing to say to me. Crayon? Like, at least Crayola, the company... I don't know. Crayon just sounds like an old person is saying it. Like a 90-year-old wrinkly ass man.
Every single coloring utensil a marker. Just everything. Hand me that blue marker. And it's like, oh, this is a crayon.
Pass me that mac and cheese crayon. You ever have the mac and cheese? You ever get like the 128 crayon pack with all the weird colors?
The one that was like a circle and it had like 3 tiers to it?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. You had that shit?
It had the sharpener on top.
Oh man, I'm about to come from the crayon nostalgia.
Do you just randomly
do they have a cum-colored crayon? And it's 128 different colors. They got mac and cheese. They better have cum.
Here's what you can do. You can get clear wax.
Okay.
And then just put it in a cup.
Wait, why clear? Is your cum clear? Because my cum is yellow and putrid.
I was going to say that you could beat up into it, mix it up, and then pour it into a crayon. A crayon mold.
And then take it to an elementary school and say, hey, kids, free crayons. And they'll say, it's called a color. This is a cum-flavored color. Oh, yeah, speaking of...
Flavored?
Well, we have to eat it is the thing. Because they're non-toxic because they know that 3-year-old retard kids are going to eat them. So they're meant to be digestible. Would you be willing to eat a crayon for the wheel? Should we put it on there?
I mean, it's not going to kill us. It's not going to kill us, so maybe we shouldn't put it on there.
I think it's going to be really gross anyway, and I would definitely like to see a crayon.
I'm sure my retarded self ate a crayon when I was a child at some point.
You probably ate glue. That explains a lot about you.
Yeah.
You got glue in your brain still.
That's why I'm so stuck on you. He looks disappointed.
Classy Star had a great suggestion.
Was it clay?
No.
Oh,
no.
Well,
he did have a great short film in the most recent film festival, though. But Classy Star says you guys should eat a full checkers game and call it Chips Challenge. Hey,
why wouldn't it be a poker set?
That is a BIGS caliber joke, but actually funny. I think Classy Star has done the impossible.
Checkers. Why wouldn't you just say a poker set? Because a poker set actually has chips.
Checker pieces can count as chips.
Classy, meet me in the Discord. I'm going to have to give you lessons on jokes. I'm sorry.
Well, Classy also came up with an actual nostalgia blast from the past that I can't believe we did not think of. He says you should put the Two Broke Girls smoothie, the bleach smoothie on the wheel.
Oh,
what all did I put in that? It was
like glass.
It was like
bleach.
Thumbtacks, bleach, some sort of gross vegetable. What was it? Beets? It was beets, I think.
We even have a NutriBullet now, so that should probably obliterate all that down to a nice, manageable size to shred up our insides.
Now, I don't know how much I've been public about this, and also this video came out 4 years ago, so who cares? The Two Broke Girls anime review that this smoothie came from. But we didn't actually, well, I guess Biggs didn't know because it was just a prank on him, but I never actually put bleach in it. It was just Gatorade that was the same color as bleach. So if we put this on the wheel, I mean, obviously we're not going to drink bleach on our...
Why not? It could be the Amanda Todd challenge.
Yeah, that's a good point. But if we were going to do a bleach-related challenge, it would just be take a shot of Amanda Todd bleach. It wouldn't be making it into a smoothie, I think, right?
Could we make like a custom label with like her on there holding up a sign saying Clorox or something?
I think she posted a YouTube video of herself holding signs of like, hi, my name's Amanda, and then you go to the next one. So we could just Photoshop one of those.
That's what I meant. Like you cut that out. Yeah.
It seems really respectful, just mocking a 15-year-old girl who committed suicide. I think that's great for a comedy YouTube program. I'm going to get right on that, and I'm going to bust out the Photoshop.
Well, you already have some printed. I think they're next to your lotion and tissues.
Once again, I told you not to go into my masturbation den. I thought I had the lock on the door.
Is?
Yeah.
I thought you said mastication den.
Well, that too. It's the only way I can get off is to be masticated, whatever the fuck that means, Biggs. What do you think mastication means? You tell me.
Do I look like a dictionary to you?
Hey, this guy Digital, and I think that's all the suggestions I saved. This guy Digital has a suggestion for our YouTube channel, though. You know the Mumkey and Big Show channel that everybody's on right now?
No, I don't.
Okay, this guy Digital came up with a great idea. He says, can we get a podcast every day? I think that's a good idea. And to make it more entertaining, we could like have game footage with it and maybe upload it in like 15 to 20 minute chunks every day.
Yeah.
And just podcast over ourselves playing video games.
That's a little too overzealous, though. Like, I think it'd be a lot easier if we just sat in front of their microphone and talked for an hour every single day.
You don't want to record 3 hours a week of us playing a video game and talking over it?
No, it'd be much easier to
You don't
just
think
record
people...
50. Or, why did I say 50? I meant 5 hours a week.
Okay.
And then upload an hour podcast every day.
Oh, wow. A full hour every single day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I think the 15 to 20 would be a little overzealous, you know, because then we'd have to, like, you know, record for numerous hours.
Right.
But 5 hours, that's fine.
I think you should just move in, and then every morning when we wake up,
You
we
guys
can
heard
record
it.
our hour-long podcast every single day.
There's the invitation. So the next few weeks, when you start hearing them complaining about me moving all my shit over,
What shit? You don't own anything. You have a garbage bag full of rag clothes that you had in high school. What the fuck
they're
shit are
all
you moving?
Star Wars shirts, all
What
right?
they're so faded you don't even know what it is anymore.
It's like, I can't remember if this was the new Star Wars shirt or the old one. They all look the same now.
Speaking of which, you still need to send that one shirt to Classy Start.
He won't give me his address.
He won the Blaze Art Contest or whatever.
It may seem weird, but for some reason, me begging this 12-year-old for their address, and they won't
So
give it
you
to
can
me.
send your sweaty-ass clothes to them in the mail.
Yeah. I've had many offers, but I said, no, this is Classy's shirt. I can't just give it to you.
All right, I've got one more comment before I move on to my brand new segment, Biggs, and this is a good transition. The great Cannoli says, I smoked weed while watching this, and I completely zoned out because Mumkey bore me talking about One Piece. Turns out maybe not everybody wanted to hear an in-depth analysis of Luffy ringing a bell on episode 500 of One Piece.
Wow, crazy.
So I'm going to introduce a new segment called Mumkey Explains the Plot of a Segment of One Piece to Biggs. Where I'm going to... I'm not going to elaborate, and I'm not going to make shit up. I'm going to just explain word for word what happened on one of the most recent episodes of One Piece, and you have to tell me if my explanation is enticing you to watch the anime, Biggs. How's that sound?
Well, I think we'll rate it on a scale based off my response last time.
Okay.
It's either going to be gay
Right.
or sounds cool.
Yeah. About 99% of the comments agreed with you that anime is gay and that One Piece in particular is gay.
Yeah, who would watch anime? What are you, a weeb?
So let me explain what has been happening on One Piece lately, and you can tell me if it sounds dope as hell. Okay, here's what's actually happening.
All right.
So a vampire
That's pretty gay.
stole a skeleton's shadow
Okay, that's cool.
and gave the shadow to a zombie. And now the zombie and the skeleton are sword fighting because the skeleton wants to win his shadow back so he can be friends with a whale. That's what's happening in One Piece right now.
That sounds too wholesome for me.
That sounds wholesome.
Yeah, it's too wholesome. Fighting for his friendship. That's like...
He wants to win his shadow back so he can be friends with a whale.
Okay, but that's like... Say somebody came in and tried to take me away. That'd be like you fighting them to get me your whale back.
Biggs, do you realize the entire conceit of One Piece is about the power of friendship? If you think that sounds wholesome, you should be watching One Piece. The whole show is about doing shit to save your friends.
There's way too much to watch. I'll just read a really good summary on it, or I'll just let you talk about it every week.
Well, yeah, I'm planning on trying to find a scene that really strikes or really sticks out to me to explain to you week by week. And
Well, you should. What else do you have going on?
I'll tell you what I have going on.
Oh, boy.
Biggs, have you ever actually clicked on our podcast when it pops up on YouTube?
No.
So, do you know what the theme song that plays at the beginning of each episode is?
I think the first one I watched, it was the Rice Krispies.
Yeah, well, that's like the opening, but then as we're introducing the show, there's another song that plays It's the Price is Right theme song. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It goes da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Well, anyway, that inspired me. Since every episode of the show starts off with game show music, I thought, what if we did a segment that was a game show? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mumkey and BIGS game show. Now, BIGS, put down your phone. I don't want you to cheat. I don't want you to cheat.
No.
I don't want you to cheat.
Hold on.
Okay.
I was thinking about the dictionary word you asked me earlier, and I thought I knew what it meant, and I was right, but I didn't want to sound like a retard.
Okay.
Mastication means chewing.
So it's the room where I go to chew?
Where you eat.
Yeah, I can't get off unless I'm eating some aphrodisiac shit. BIGS.
The joke, though, was that it's just the dining room.
I don't even have one of those.
I mean, you have an area for one. You just have a couch there.
Right. BIGS, have you ever been to a little YouTube channel called The Mumkey and BIGS Show?
No. What's that?
So it's our YouTube channel,
okay.
And we have this little thing called analytics. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun? We can go through our analytics, but also turn it into a game show where BIGS has to guess all of our analytics. How does that sound?
Okay.
Sounds like fun? Let's see where we want to start off.
What do I win?
You will win bragging rights if your answers are even halfway close to the right answer. Now, BIGS, I'm going to go to our audience analytics right now. And it gives you a lot of information. It tells you the gender of your audience, the age groups, where they live, etc., etc.
Okay.
As the kids say.
Sure.
Which is much shorter than saying etc.
Okay.
So if you had to guess, BIGS, what percentage of the Mumkey and BIGS Show channel audience is male? What percent? How close should you have to come? Within like 1% or what?
Within 1? Yeah. I think 5 is fair.
No. You have to come within 1%.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess 93%.
You think our audience is 93% male? You think only 7% of the people watching are female?
Yes.
You really think we're that pathetic that we don't?
Yes.
That no women want to watch us?
Yes.
Okay. Our audience is 98.4% male.
I was 0.4 away.
You were like 8 points off, dude.
Wait. Oh, no, I said 93.
Yeah,
okay.
you
Never
were
mind.
fucking not even close at all. Our audience is virtually 100%.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the 1.6% female are people lying when they make their Google account and they click on female or other as a joke. There's no there's no females.
So as a side piece, this is a testament to how bad my memory is.
Okay.
Because I literally said 93, and then you said what? 98.4, and immediately I'm like, I was only 0.4 away. that, my friends, is how bad my memory is.
Okay, BIGS. Would you say the majority of our audience is over the age of 24 or 24 and under? Now think real hard about this one. Elaborate out loud if you have to.
See, 24.
Which is how old we are, right?
No, I'm 25.
Fuck.
You're 24. I'm just going to go with my gut and say under, but for some reason, I think it might be over because a lot of the younger people don't really list their age on their accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say under, but it could be either way.
So this one is extremely close. And BIGS, you were correct because 51% of the audience is 24 or younger, and then the rest is older. The breakdown is 13 to 17-year-olds is only 3%. I would have expected like 80%.
Yeah,
of
because
high
they don't
schoolers.
list their age.
I guess so. But then 18 to 24 is our main demographic. That's 48% of the audience.
I was going to say 18 to 25 if you asked me a range, so that makes sense.
And the 25 to 34 is about 36% of the audience, which means, BIGS, half of our audience is older than us, and half of our audience is younger than us. Like, that's a perfect breakdown based on our ages, because we're right there in the middle. So to the younger people, we're like these wise old boomers who know the ways of the world. And to all these boomers who are older than us, we are a bunch of scallywag, little cretin dipshits, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought maybe we should introduce some more boomer-friendly segments since half of our audience consists of boomers.
Okay, I have a really good boomer joke. Are you ready?
Okay.
I've been thinking about this all week.
Okay.
All right. So the setup is you got a boomer man and his boomer wife. All right?
Okay.
The boomer man is sitting in his chair watching sports with a newspaper, and he looks at his friend and says, "I hate my wife." And that's it. And that's it.
It's pretty funny. So in the middle of our game show, I want to introduce a new boomer-friendly segment. And I guess the younger audience, they can appreciate a little boomer segment every now and again. So I think this will be a segment for everybody. Biggs, something that I've come to appreciate in living alone for the first time is all the new, the open responsibilities of a single man living alone as a boomer, a young boomer. And I've come to appreciate things like mowing my lawn, not raking, as the lady who was staring at my yard a second ago might attest. But, you know, things like mowing is fun. I like getting my oil changed because it's like, fuck, man, this is my car. I'm making it all better and shit. But also grocery shopping. Biggs, do you enjoy grocery shopping as much as I do?
I don't really like shopping at all unless it's specifically for something that I've been wanting, like a electronic or something of that sort. Or like maybe a new game comes out, then it's like, yeah, I'll go to the store and buy that, but I can just buy it online. So why would I go shopping at the store?
But you don't like the fun of your weekly trip to the grocery store to buy yourself some food?
The only time I go to a grocery store is with you.
Really?
At home, I make my brother do it.
You make your brother go shopping for you?
I never go grocery shopping, ever.
Oh, wow.
Because I don't like stores because there's people there.
Well, they have self-checkout. You don't have to actually talk to people.
Yeah, but then I have to look at myself on the screen, and that's horrifying.
Sometimes a guy working at Walmart will recognize you from the internet and then reject hanging out with you, but that's usually the worst that I get.
Yeah.
As a boomer myself, I really enjoy thinking, okay, what am I going to want to eat this next whole week? Okay, I'm going to want to deep fry some chicken wings, deep fry some shrimp, buy some candy. And that's it. You know, it's fun for me to plan out all the unhealthy, disgusting shit I'm going to put in my body over the course of the next week. And for this week's Boomer segment, and really for the future Boomer grocery shopping segments, I think it would be fun if every time I go shopping, I try to find something that I've never tried before. And then we can try it on this show and like do just a mini random grocery item review for the Boomer segment of the show. What do you think?
Sure. I mean, sounds easy enough, I guess.
I've got it in the other room. So if you want to sing a little Boomer grocery song to these people, I'm going to go grab it real quick and we can eat this live on the show and give it a Boomer review.
All right.
Okay,
Hurry up.
I'll be right back. He's going to take a long sip of water.
All right, here it goes. Oh, he's back. All right. Next time, folks. Sorry.
You should sing the song you were singing in the car earlier. Where the black folks go when they die? They don't go to... Okay, anyway. Oh, I should have shut the door before Blaze comes in. Here, okay,
Blaze?
sing your song again.
All right, hold on. I got to get my throat ready.
Okay.
Okay, so he's back again.
So I was in the chips section at the local Walmart grocery store.
Was it challenging for you?
Chips challenge, absolutely. Gonna go play some checkers later, evidently.
Checkers.
And I saw a bag of chips that I'd never seen before. I think it might be brand new, and I thought I have to try that. It's the Lay's potato chips, but the flavor is flaming hot dill pickle.
I'm not interested. I don't like pickles, and I don't like hot stuff.
Yeah, I know. Every time we get burgers, you say no pickles, so I thought this is perfect for Biggs. A spicy pickle.
I drank all my water, and you want me to eat something spicy?
In what Like, who was requesting this is my question. Who wants spicy pickle flavored chips? So much so that they're selling it on the shelves at Walmart. Seems like such a niche market. But today we're going to try it. And as you can see, I've already eaten half the bag, so you probably know whether or not I like it. I think for these grocery store product reviews, our ranking, like the way we judge it, should be three choices. There's horrible, wouldn't want to finish it, is the worst one. In the middle, it'll be good enough to finish, but not to buy again. And then, of course, the big one, what every product aspires to be, good enough to buy again. Biggs, do you think these flaming hot dill pickle flavored chips will be good enough that you'll want to buy them again?
No, I don't even want to eat them now, and I haven't even smelled the bag.
You want to take a whiff of that?
That dry heave hurt so bad.
Here, buddy, take a chip. We got to eat them together. Let's both get a big old chippy, take a big old crunch together, and we can review the delicious flavor. Okay, he grabbed the smallest little fucking crumb and then smiled at me like it was an actual chip.
They're all tiny.
Grab a handful, then. You're going to eat 12 of them.
No, I'm not. Here's a perfectly round chip.
Okay. You really did drink all your water during this stupid little intermission thing, so you should have saved yourself water. These are hot. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Biggs did not put it in his mouth. Oh, it's delicious. It's spicy. It's pickle. It's everything somebody would want to eat. So what are your thoughts? Does it taste like a spicy pickle?
You know, I hate to say this,
Okay.
but I really like it.
Do you really?
I do.
But you hate pickles and spice.
So I don't know how to explain this to you, but these chips taste exactly like a deep fried pickle.
Yeah.
Dipped in chipotle mayo.
Yeah, it does.
Tastes exactly like that. I
But
think
you
I
like
found my
that
new
shit?
favorite chip.
Oh, bullshit. There's no way.
Dude,
You'd be grabbing a handful of them, stuffing them down your throat right now. if
we're
you like them that
recording.
much.
I'll eat the rest of the bag after.
Oh, no,
No,
those
but
are mine.
For real, every time I go to a restaurant that has deep fried pickles, I always get it with the chipotle mayo.
Why? I
Dip.
thought you hated pickles. Why would you do that?
Okay, so I think I've said it on the show before even. I despise pickles unless they're deep fried in that particular dip. It's the only way I will eat pickles.
Well, shit. It sounds like the first ever boomer segment of the show was a roaring success. Biggs found a new favorite chip. That's why peer pressure is good, folks. If you want... Wow, he's really going to town. If you want your friends to like something, force it down their throat literally. Like I just forced these chips down Biggs's. I'm gonna tie you up... Clockwork Orange style, and then have your eyes pried open and force you to watch Luffy ring that bell on One Piece so that you have to like One Piece.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't got anything else to do.
Well, we could do this podcast. We're still in the middle of the analytics game show. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Biggs.
Thought we were playing Boomer Game Show.
No, we finished that part. So we would both say that these are good enough to buy again, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I would recommend.
Yeah, I think I like them pretty good.
Lay's Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle Flavored Chips. Buy them.
Now, I should mention the Lay's company did pay us $25,000 to promote their product on the show, but I also did it just because I like the chip. It's not because they paid us to say this.
Yeah, it's not because they paid off my car.
No, they didn't pay for my entire trailer with one payment.
Mm-hmm.
It was just because I wanted to talk about a product I'm passionate about.
Right.
Speaking of which, have you played Raid Shadow Legends?
Oh, yeah. I really like that game,
It's pretty
actually.
fun. I got 50,000.
They have like a wide variety of like different heroes you can use with
17
varying abilities.
epic champions, and if you download it now, you get 50,000 free silver.
Really?
Yeah, and a free,
Like, where'd you find that out?
from my own video when they gave me money to talk about
Oh, do you still have that link?
it. No.
Oh.
Okay, Biggs, these might be less interesting, but what would you say are our top 5 countries, the top 5 most viewed countries for our show? Where are all of our fans living? If you can get all 5 of these correct in order, I will give you my life savings.
I'm going to say the U.S.
Okay, you're correct. Number 1, U.S. at 67%.
I'm going to say number 2. I'm going to say Canada.
Sorry, buddy. Number 2 is United Kingdom at 5.7%.
That was number 3 for me.
Number 3 is Canada, so you were close. So what's number 4?
Number 4.
I'll give you a hint. It's really hot there right now. Really fucking hot.
So I'm guessing it's Australia.
Yeah. And number 5, go crazy. You're not going to get this one.
Uruguay.
No.
Oh. What is it?
Oh, that's your only guess? Sweden.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Well.
Gotta love the Swedes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Sweden's amazing.
Biggs, do you want to know how much money this channel has made? I'm going to go to revenue, lifetime revenue. If you can guess within $5, I'll give you all of the money.
Within 5?
Within $5. How much has this channel, since September 28th, 2019, how much YouTube ad revenue has this channel made total?
$347.
$370. No money for you. Sorry. It was all or nothing, so I get all of the money. You don't get any of it. Now, if only they would actually pay us that much. I think we've been paid once so far, and it was like $100. So they got to get on that. Anyway, that's all the analytics game show I had prepared for this week. So I guess now we'll go to... Big said he planned a really big, thought-provoking segment, so I guess we'll just transition over to that real quick.
Yeah, so I had this idea. It was kind of crazy, and we've never brought it up on the show
But that
before.
we unite a bunch of heroes to fight the battles. Is that what Nick Fury says? Like, there was an idea. Anyway, go ahead.
So anyways.
I'm going to eat more of these yummy, disgusting pickle chips.
Well, as you guys might have noticed, we missed doing the podcast that we talked about on Survivor.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we'll probably just morph it into this show, since usually, at least in the beginning, there's not a ton that you could really take away from it, especially not an hour's worth. So maybe just make it into a segment on this show, I would think.
I'm such a Survivor nerd that from that premiere episode of season 40, I probably could have talked about it for 10 hours, but I realize that's not really what anybody in our audience is really asking for. So I think, yeah, if we wanted to talk about each week's Survivor, doing a little segment on this show would probably make more sense.
Yeah. So I think since you have more of like the eye for the social commentary stuff and like the strategy behind stuff, maybe you should give the summary and then I'll give just input on it. But because like I watch Survivor as it is, and sometimes I pick up on strategies and stuff, but then you're like talking about stuff I didn't even notice, so then I have to like rewatch it.
Well, I don't know if we need to go super in depth. I mean, we could just give general ideas, because there are so many high quality deep dive Survivor podcasts out there that I watch that I feel like we wouldn't have anything unique to bring to the table other than just our opinions on things. So if we're going to talk about opinions, I think season 40, Winners at War, is shaping up to possibly be the greatest season of Survivor ever.
And it's funny to hear you say that, because before it started, you were really worried, it seemed like. You're like, oh, I think they're going to ruin it with Edge of Extinction. I think these fire tokens are a stupid idea. Yep. And then it starts off, and it seems like you're already hooked on it.
Well, those things I was worried about are the only downside so far. If they took those things out, the season would automatically be perfect, because it's the best cast in reality television history. They've taken 20 of, I would say, their very best winners of the entire show, and now they're all playing against each other. So anything that happens is interesting because it's all winners, and they're going head to head and trying to outmaneuver each other, and there are so many prior relationships and alliances, and there's so much thrown into it that it feels like the Edge of Extinction and the fire tokens are just wasting screen time. There is so much more interesting shit that they could be showing us than these stupid gimmicks that they threw in, that they should have saved for a season full of people nobody cares about.
Let's just be grateful that they didn't bring back Island of the Idols.
They kind
Just-
of did. I mean, both of those people are still here.
Yeah, but I think it was really dumb to take away a lot of the show to have someone go on this island and do a stupid challenge.
Yeah.
It seemed like a waste of time.
I think if we're going to bring up our previous Survivor discussions, aka Rip My Nigga Dan, as you may recall, friends and family at home, in season 39, we talked about the big controversy of this Harvey Weinstein looking movie producer guy who got kicked off the show for inappropriately touching people. And it turns out that affected season 40 because the most famous Survivor winner of all time, Richard Hatch, the winner of season 1, was not invited to be on the All Winners season, and many people are speculating it's because of the Rip My Nigga Dan controversy, since Richard Hatch came back for All Stars, and as he does, gets naked. He loves doing that on Survivor. But in All Stars, he got naked and like thrust his dick in some woman's face during a competition, and then she got so angry about it that she quit the show. But that was like back in 2004. So it was a very different political and cultural landscape.
Right.
So they didn't. Richard Hatch didn't get in trouble for that. Nobody gave a shit. Everybody made fun of the bitch for getting offended by it.
Yeah, if anything, it was just a huge joke at the time.
Yeah.
Like, it was hilarious television.
It was very funny.
For the boomers, they love that stuff.
But I guess Richard Hatch's reputation of sexual inappropriateness, I guess it caught up with him in the modern day because he was not invited to be on Winners at War.
Yeah, but I'm also surprised that the LGBT didn't rise up against them for not, putting the first winner that was gay in the All Winners thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there are any LGBT on the current cast. I don't think anybody on the season is gay. I think Richard Hatch might be the only gay Survivor winner, but maybe I'm forgetting somebody. But
what a travesty!
Seems
they
that way.
They really are oppressing.
Yeah, that would have been great representation. The only gay guy is like shoving his dick in people's faces and being walking. He's parading himself naked around all over the place.
So it'd be like it'd be like a pride march on TV.
Exactly, a gay pride parade where they got like little kids there, and they're like, like a 4-year-old boy dressed in drag, and there's like a bunch of men in Speedos thrusting their dick around on a float with like a little kid right there.
With like flopping dildos all over the place.
Yeah, no, that's pride. We're so proud.
Yeah.
That we have sex in butts. Like people always say, why isn't there a straight pride parade? Because the whole point is that it's disgusting and inappropriate. A straight pride parade would still just be fucking chicks with their tits out waving dildos around and shit. Like, it's not good, gay or straight. Either way, just fucking go and do that shit in the bedroom. Why we don't need to know that you shove shit up your ass out on a public street. You don't need to shove that in kids' faces.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty rough.
Is that a hot take that being overly sexualized in your pride parade might be doing more harm than good?
I mean, it's pretty true.
Yeah.
If you ask most of the general populace about those very interesting parades, most would say they'd prefer not to go. And there's a very obvious reason why.
But if somebody throws beads at you, you have to flash your dick at them, though, Biggs. You'd go home with like 100 beads on. You can't stop flashing that dick. So that's all I had to say about Survivor. Did you have any thoughts about Survivor?
No, I think the Pride Parade made sense.
Yeah.
It's very Survivor.
It really covers all your thoughts on the show.
Yep.
Well, shit, Biggs, I guess we should talk about our upcoming Mall of America fan meetup that we were supposed to talk about at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, you keep talking about it at the end when nobody's listening.
In case
just
you don't
put
know,
like a little pop-up or something, like skip to hear about the meetup.
We're on Leap Day, the 29th of February. We will be at Mall of America up in Minnesota. So if you live, I guess is it Bloomington? What's the name of that city?
Yeah, Bloomington.
If you live in the area and you want to meet up with us, join Biggs's Discord. Hopefully he'll post a link in the description where you can join it.
I put it in the last one. I'll put it in this one too.
Yeah, and Just hit him up and he'll tell you where we're going to be when we're there.
Actually, in the Discord, I thought about it. I'm going to make like a separate little chat room for the meetup. And if you plan on going, you can like contact the staff in there and then they'll get a hold of me. Because I do check it, but it's not always like all the time. So I might miss some stuff. So yeah, I will put the link down there. There will be somewhere over on the left side a chat for the meetup. And then there'll be staff in there watching for you.
Now, I know a lot of people are worried when they hear that Mumkey Jones is going to be doing a fan meetup. So don't worry. I'm going to be wearing a chastity cage. There's no way I'm going to make any life-altering mistakes when I meet these fans. And it sounds like 98.3% of them will be uninteresting to me anyway. So, so there's no worries about any shenanigans going on at Mall of America.
Yeah, he'll have me for that anyways.
True.
So.
Yeah, Biggs will be there to... He's going to be the wingman who purposefully makes sure I don't get laid for my own protection.
The anti-wingman, yeah.
You have to be my anti-wingman.
Sure thing, buddy.
Yeah, well...
So, what was I keep forgetting the name of the restaurant we're going to. I think it's called Dick's Last Resort?
Yeah, Dickhead's Fuck You Shack or something like that.
Yeah, so... What brought that up? Was that your idea or was that the friend's idea?
Yeah, we're going with our friend Jordan, and Jordan said that they have this restaurant at Mall of America where the waiters will just roast you and give you bad service on purpose, and that's the whole point. And I guess that's where we want to go eat while we're at the mall, so maybe the whole fan meetup can go get roasted together. It'll be the Comedy Central roast of Bigsington.
Yeah, but do we really want what little people might show up have to pay to eat at a restaurant to meet us?
Well, I mean, they don't have to. They could just show up and order a water.
Yeah.
A glass of water. Yeah.
I guess I don't know if it's like a sit down or like a bar type. I have no idea.
I imagine it's a normal restaurant if they have a menu full of food.
Well, the menu is like a bar menu from what I've seen.
Well, that's half of American restaurants is just bar food. You want a fucking burger?
True.
You want fish and chips? You want fucking fries? If you can deep fry it, it's going to be at any American restaurant.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. We're probably going like by the seat of our pants on the rest, just finding stuff to do.
Oh yeah. My plan at the mall is to have no plan, and if nobody shows up for the meetup, that's even better for me because I can just I don't have to pretend to be happy. I don't have to smile and be kind to people. I can just scowl and have my hands in my pockets and walk around the mall pissed the entire day, and that's what I'm hoping.
I did see there's an entire bowling alley in the mall. You know how we like bowling.
We do like bowling. Maybe I can invite a Nostalgia Critic Jr. to come. He still owes me. Our teen Nostalgia Critic is his name. He owes me a game of bowling. He never went bowling with me. Tragedy. Biggs, I posted a new video the day that we were recording this. Do you want to give me your review of my video?
Sure. It was good. It was.
Wow, that's really high praise coming from you. I thought you were going to say it was boring and you looked at your phone the whole time.
No, I started looking at my phone when the short film started at the end because I don't know who you are, Kia, whatever, but that was just bad. I'm sorry. That's why it wasn't in the film fest, I would say.
Yeah.
You made good points though. Like some people just can't handle rejection and they get ridiculous, and I think they should be put on blast for it.
Now, did you see his response to the video? In case you don't know, I put out a video today called "The Art of Rejection."
He responded already?
Yeah, talking about this guy who was flipping shit because he didn't get selected for the film festival. It's sort of like halfway roasting him, halfway teaching through his example why you shouldn't act this way because this is how you look and it's really fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, and a lot of people do not like when you put a mirror in front of them, so...
Well, here's what his response was. He just tweeted this at me. "Hey, dude, I just wanted to say, that was a great video. Thanks for finally featuring in the dead of night. I honestly thought some conspiracy was going on." He sees this as an absolute win. He somehow convinced me to show his film. He thinks that he won.
I mean, I guess he played you by being so ridiculous that you showed his film.
But it's like the whole point of the video was you need to have some self-awareness. And that response shows me he doesn't have any.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? What? You should not be excited about the video. The video, you're going to probably get shit on because of this video for at least a week of people pointing out that you're like a big man baby and that your video was not very good. I don't know.
That's definitely cringe. Could you imagine like us acting that way during our 48-hour film fest, like screeching at these people that run it because we didn't make it to the finals? And then
I wonder if people actually do that.
On top of that, though, imagine them giving us a sympathy screening at the very end, and we show up. We show up and watch it and thank them like it was...
and we say, wow, thank God you finally showed my film. Yeah. I thought it was a conspiracy that you didn't like it.
Yeah, it finally got through that. It's actually really good, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I really do think that public displays of rejection are an ongoing threat to civil society. I think Juice Boy had a few points in his civil society video. People just... Sometimes, and this is something that I especially learned last year, sometimes when you have feelings and emotions, you should not put those out in a public setting. Maybe just talk to a close friend or family member or therapist. Maybe the entire internet doesn't need to see you have a mental breakdown or an emotional breakdown or anything. Maybe just stop trying to get attention because it's really fucking embarrassing. That's sort of one of the big takeaways I've taken from my life recently.
Yeah, that would be good advice to disconnect, I would say, from online when stuff like that happens.
I'll say this. The happiest I ever feel is when I have not opened Facebook or Twitter in like 4 days. When I haven't even opened it. That's when I'm at the peak of happiness in my life. And this guy's like on Twitter all day, posting rants every day about how he's mad that his stupid video didn't get into my contest. This has taken up the entirety of his life for weeks. It's all he can think about.
He lost friends. He made enemies.
Yeah, like this has been a life-changing event for this guy, and I don't understand why he cares so much about something that is so stupid. You really just, the big takeaway everybody should get is, one, stop taking yourself seriously all the time, and two, stop putting yourself out there when you're having, stop bragging about how pathetic you are publicly. Like, my video wasn't good enough to get in. Give me attention for it, everybody. Maybe just make more videos and get attention from those.
Yeah, especially like you don't make it in for starters, so that's, hard enough on him. But then he's going to put himself on blast for not being good enough to make it. And then he gets publicly humiliated in a video.
I don't know if it's humiliation.
It's humiliation, but to him it's not.
Well, I think if you would classify it as humiliation,
public ridicule.
Well, the thing is though, I did not review his film. I just showed the tweets he posted, and then without any bias or judgment, I just plugged his film into the end of the movie. So after 9 minutes of watching this guy bitch about how an injustice has occurred, and then just showing you his movie, unless it's the greatest short film of all time, people are going to tear it to shreds because of how pompous and loud he has been about people not seeing his film. So, and the fact that the movie is not very good is just, it magnifies how bad it is even more.
It's basically the meme, you played yourself.
Yeah. But he seems excited from that tweet, so I guess everybody wins.
Yeah.
We're all winners here.
Apparently came full circle and it worked out for him to break down, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Biggs, are we going to have a podcast episode next week? Because we record these on Saturdays, but next Saturday we're going to be up at Mall of America.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be here Thursday night too, so I guess we could try and record it, and bust it out that night, so we still have one.
And then, yeah, I guess so. So, but this will be the last one we record before
Before,
Mall of America. So, if you want to
well,
go, hit us up. 'Cause-
yeah, it won't be upload. Okay, yeah, I see
yeah,
what you're saying.
yeah.
Yep, it'll be the last one that's up before.
Yeah, so I guess next episode, well, we won't talk about Mall of America, but the one after, you can hear about all the exciting shenanigans we get into at the mall. But really, that's about all that I have prepared for this week. Do you have anything else, Biggs?
That's about it. As
All right.
usual, I'm not the most prepared person, so
Well, that's okay.
maybe next week.
Oh, did you think of... I think we wanted to come up with the punishments for who loses the next wheel. Did you have any ideas this week?
The worst thing that keeps coming to my mind is just S. Darko. So I
It's
might
pretty bad.
I might stick to that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just stick to S. Darko. What are you thinking?
I think I'm going to make you chug a bottle of ZQuil. I want to see you have hallucinations.
Imagine this.
Imagine dragons.
I get Z-Quil on the wheel.
And then you lose
And then I lose
drinking 2
and
bottles.
have to drink another bottle.
If you were having delirious hallucinations, what do you think your subconscious mind would make you see around the house?
Probably my sleep paralysis demons.
What do those look like?
They're just black, disgusting creatures.
Do people actually see sleep paralysis demons?
Yes, I've had
That's
it.
not a meme. That's
I've had
a
it
real thing?
multiple times, and it's always in like the corners of the room.
Wait, you get sleep paralysis at all? What, you just like
Yeah.
laying there and you can't move?
Literally, I don't. Okay, so I have terrible times getting to sleep, waking up, and also staying asleep. So like, it's always right before I wake up. I like start to come to, but my brain's like still in REM sleep or something, and so like I'll open my eyes and I'll start to look around the room and realize I cannot move at all.
What the? How often does that happen?
It hasn't happened really recently, but it's happened a decent bit.
That sounds fucky.
It's really weird, but it's always like in the corners or like just out of your peripheral. You just see the creepiest beings just lurking there. And I remember one time.
What the fuck?
One time it happened to me, and like this was probably like 2016, I would say. So like 4 years ago, I was living with Cobb, right? We had just got done watching a horror movie, which usually they never bother me because horror movies I see as
Would you watch the
comedies.
Babadook?
No. So I watch that. I go lay down, go to sleep, and in the morning, as I'm waking up, I start having that. But I have like blacked out drapes, so it's completely like pitch black in my room. And I just see this huge shadow like coming over my bed.
A Raid Shadow Legend?
Like over top of me. And I just feel this immense pressure, like somebody's like pushing down on my chest, and all the air comes out of my lungs.
You're having like a mild heart attack?
And I'm just sitting there like opening my mouth, screaming, but nothing's coming out. Just screaming, "Come! Come, help me!" But it's like literally just me opening my mouth like...
It's like me when I'm vomiting and
Yeah.
the soap dispenser sound comes out.
Exactly. It's terrible stuff. Like, I hate it every single time it happens. But luckily it hasn't happened really recently.
What is it that you can't move your body? How do you get out of that?
You
just wake up?
I haven't figured it out. Literally, the only way... So whenever it happens to me anymore, since it's happened quite a few times, it's like when I realize it's happening, I just try to relax and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Because then like my brain will snap out of it and then I'll actually wake up. But like there's no stopping it. Like as soon as it happens, like I always freak out.
So if somebody fell asleep listening to us talk about Survivor and they're now listening to this podcast while suffering through this, what advice would you give to that person?
Just go back to sleep. You can't force yourself out of it.
No.
You just have to like relax and close your eyes and go back to sleep because nobody's going to save you. I'm sorry.
God, that's horrifying.
There's no way to escape. Yeah.
Well, Biggs, I'm excited because shortly after we finish recording this episode, we are going to trek on over to Jordan Creek Movie Theater to see The Impractical Jokers, the movie.
I still have no idea what
It's just the TV show, but it's a movie.
Why did I pay money for this?
You don't like the show? Impractical Jokers
It's whatever.
Do you remember when I was talking about ideas and I said one of the ideas was top 5 shows to watch while you're depressed and suicidal?
Yeah.
Impractical Jokers, I believe, was one of those top 5. This is a show that has meant a lot to me for the last 9 years, and there's 200 episodes now, and I would, if you haven't watched this show, man, I wouldn't say it's my ideal sense of humor in every way, but the essence of the show is 4 best friends just torturing each other and giving each other shit. And that is something that is deeply relatable, specifically for our friend group.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing this movie and supporting these guys as much as I can. I love the show, and I think it's really funny.
Yeah. I don't know. Any of like the reality comedies or anything, I don't know. I just never really get into them, I guess.
Well, it's just you put up hidden cameras and then embarrass yourself in public and then film people's reaction to it's just classic. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Fair.
It's stuff that we would do without hidden cameras. Like we embarrass ourselves in public for fun without filming it all the time, but they just turned it into a TV show and it's really funny. And now we get to see it as a movie.
Yeah.
So I guess you want to hear my review of the film? Tune in next week to the Mumkey, the BIGS, the show, the podcast, folks. Because we're done this week. I've been Monkey Johannes. You can find me online at Twitter / Simeon Jimmy. I think I changed my name to Simpian. Do you know what a simp is?
Yeah, I found out fairly recently because I had no idea what it was. And apparently it's just somebody that's really nice for the sole goal of getting laid.
Somebody who's like really hung up on a girl, and we've seen lots of simpy behavior in our lives. I'm sure I've been a simp at times. I'm sure you've been a simp at times. But do you remember our friend, or I guess not really our friend, but a guy we went to high school with who had the really long hair, and he was a simp for that girl named Hope?
Oh,
that was probably the biggest simp I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yep.
Anyway, Biggs, where can people find you online?
At Bigsington on Twitter. I'm going to put the Discord down in the description. And then I guess if you want to add my Snapchat, I'm pretty active on there. It's Bigsington, no space.
What can people expect to find on the Biggs Snapchat?
It used to be BlazePix, but now it's nothing. It's just
it sounds like you really are active on there.
Basically, well, I'm active when people like chat with me. Like, literally anybody that chats me, I will reply.
Lots of hot chicks with big tits?
No.
Oh, well, better luck next time.
It's mostly wholesome content. I will share memes with you. We'll both have a laugh, and then you'll forget about me, and it'll be great.
In the meantime, Biggs is going to eat more of these spicy pickled chips. Go ahead and chomp those in the mic as we fade out the show. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da.